So, we have a trailer for the reboot. I don't know how I feel about this. I was kind of expecting this trailer to drop in like maybe early September, but no, Mattel decided to drop this out of the blue near the end of August, and I have several questions about this reboot. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick apart this trailer in more ways than one, talk about some of my thoughts and feelings on it in no particular order. This is all unscripted, by the way, so expect me to just not say a whole lot about things. Anyway, yeah, with that being said, let's break it down here. So yeah, let's get the obvious out of the way. The characters are voiced by kids.
Hi, I'm Thomas the Tank Engine. Join me on Sodor. Full steam ahead. We thought you might need help.
And this is really only pertaining to Thomas and Percy and Bruno, as far as I know. I mean, Bruno would make sense because he was voiced by a kid in the previous All Engines Go series. But Thomas and Percy, yeah, no, I was kind of hoping that they would be voiced by adults doing like a younger type kid voice, but I guess it was kind of inevitable that would happen. Speaking of voices, apparently Gordon does not sound like Gordon in this reboot.
Thank you for being so helpful.
What the fuck? He sounds more like a Neil Crone, Magic Railroad type of Gordon voice. I don't think it really is Neil Crone doing the voice for Gordon in this trailer. Let's talk about the animation. Now, I think this has had like a step in quality from the test footage that we got a while back, like all the way back at like the beginning of the year. Like the lighting feels a bit more dynamic. The expressions on the characters look a bit more, well, expressive. Something I'm noticing with the animation for this reboot, there's a few shots that don't have like any motion blur to them. If I'm gonna be completely honest, that's a little jarring for me because, I mean, I've made a lot of Blender animations and I've always had the motion blur thing turned on for that. So just not seeing any motion blur does put me off a little bit. Let's talk about like some of the locations here. Now, I feel like some of these locations are actually Sodor locations, because obviously we got Timber Sheds, the docks, and Knapford Station, and McCall's farm, but I don't know, I think there might be other locations that are entirely new for this reboot, I think. Let's also talk about the CGI models. Now, of course, some of these are retoolings of the previous CGI series models, but there's definitely some brand new models built for this. I think that they definitely made brand new models for like the human cast, the faces, obviously. I think there's some new rolling stock here, obviously sort of in the form of Bruno, but it definitely feels like some of the rolling stock in here looks a little different. Let's also talk about like the new character that is shown in this reboot trailer. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say that that's probably the character of Crane Truck J. Then again, it could be Deepak, but I don't think, I don't know. But his model does look pretty good. I don't know why the dude's yellow, but alright. Thomas's whistle seems to be different for this reboot.
Bent. There's some than Tom.
Like, it sounds a bit more, like, it sounds a little bit more realistic, but also higher pitched. That's, it's kind of weird. Let's also talk about the title for the special. Thomas and Friends Railway Stories, Really Helpful Engines. That's a mouthful of a title. And also, Railway Stories. Railway Series was right there, man. You could have called this reboot Thomas and Friends Railway Series, not Railway Stories, but whatever. And let's now also talk about the music. I actually do like the music for the trailer, not gonna lie. Also, if you like listen very closely to the end of it, you can hear a bit of the original Thomas theme. So, I don't really know what the intro for this new reboot is going to look like, or what it's going to sound like, but I don't know, that's going to be kind of fun. Yeah, so what are my overall thoughts with this trailer? Well, as I said before, the animation looks good. The voice cast is a little bit jarring, in my opinion. The music sounded pretty good. Still a little bit skeptical about the writing for this reboot, but given what we've seen, it's probably gonna be good, hopefully. But yeah, in my opinion, despite some of like the gripes I have with what I've seen here, this does look like it's had a lot of effort put into it. So maybe there's a little bit of hope. And yeah, I think it's gonna wrap up my thoughts for that. Probably gonna go into hiding until 2027 rolls around. Or maybe I'll come back when the episodes actually drop, and then I'll get my thoughts on them. I don't know. Yep. I think I'll be going now. Bye.